Welcome back to Live at 5 at 4. We appreciate you hanging out with us for sure. The good doc is making a house call. We're talking about an interesting topic, very timely, because changes in technology are developing at a rapid pace. Could medical technology be ready to develop a super race which would be free of disease and even develop a fountain of youth? That's one thing that Dr. Bob is tackling in the news cycle, certainly the genetic alteration of twin babies that were born.
Yes, and it's a huge thing, and it's brought to the public's mind, and I thought we'd start learning a little bit. Who would have thought, some 30 years ago, you would look at a computer, and a computer would give us all sorts of information, and later on we had sort of a handheld computer called a cell phone, a smartphone, and with that we can learn how to shop, we can learn how to date, we can learn out any kind of information that we've got, we can share pictures with everybody. So as we get a little bit further, we look at how we're going to manipulate biology. So we've taken plants, tomatoes, we've made flavor saver tomatoes where we just did some genetic changing where the tomatoes will last longer, they don't have tomato rot. So then we look, we've made animals bigger, we've made them change their size, their neck size, how big they are, how much they weigh. So what happens with human beings and what can we do with human beings? Well, we're already involved with biotechnology, with changing the genomes, the DNA of people. For instance, when a lady is pregnant, we'll do ultrasounds, we'll look inside and see what kind of genetics are going on inside the baby. And now if there are some people that have what we call trisomy, people that are going to have a mongoloid child, they will have the option of terminating that pregnancy. Now that brings into a lot of problems that people have with morality, with should you take a life, should you not take a life. And we're facing that in the future now. So we now have the ability where we can genetically control illnesses that might attack somebody. For instance, in this case, it was the HIV virus. And we can manipulate now the genome, a double-stranded helix DNA is where we're working on, but we can change that where HIV can't be active inside the cells of the body and that. So we're beginning to make those changes. Well, we can have designer babies where we can change the color of their eyes, how fat their cheeks are, what their body shape is like. We can make people where they can take energy efficient foods and make them efficient for people. So we're beginning to make these changes. We may be making some changes where people could live longer. It may be 1,000 years before too long that we can extend a life. And with that, can we produce certain types of people that would be good people or bad people? Very dangerous, very difficult time, a time where we need to pay attention and we need to get the rules set from our governments.
Certainly raising a lot of questions specifically within the medical community on the ethics too.
And an exciting time, very important for our world.
All right, Dr. Bob, thanks for being here. Making a house call, we appreciate it. You can catch the Dr. Bob Show Tuesdays at 9 p.m., Sundays at 2:30 p.m. on 10 News 2.